Welcome to the operating system portion of Founder OS. We are going to be going through a number of exercises and systems to help you dial in your purpose, get a clear vision, go and make sure that you're accountable, and then getting massive traction against your goals. So first things first here is we want to start with why. Whenever I'm building a business, I think it's incredibly important to dial in your purpose. This is like really why you're getting out of bed in the morning, right? Maybe it's to help mothers. Maybe it's to help founders gain clarity. Maybe it's to help coaches scale their businesses so they can have more peace of mind and freedom, right? Your why is going to be different depending on you, right? But it's important that we know it. And so I'm going to go through just a brief few questions here so that you can start to kind of dial it in. And I'd recommend that you have a pen and paper handy and you're kind of just jotting down some notes as you go through this and thinking about your purpose. So starting off here, the question is, what is your purpose? Now, oftentimes people kind of get stuck on this, right? They haven't thought about it much and it kind of gets confusing. And I think when you're running a business and you're not clear on your purpose, when the times get tough, sometimes it's hard to push through. And I've learned that the more clear I am on my why, the more clear I am on my purpose, the easier it is to be relentless and to stick with things even when the times get tough. And so my purpose is to inspire 10 million entrepreneurs to live their dreams through proven systems. That's why I created Founder OS. And that is the goal of what I'm trying to do here, is to help people just like you with proven systems to achieve your lifestyle, your monetary goals, live an amazing life, get the freedom you're after, and be able to work on your business, not in your business. And so what we want to dial in here is first off your purpose, right? So go and jot down some notes right now as to what you think your purpose is. And I want to be clear here as well. Oftentimes you write down one purpose one week, and as you start to kind of evolve and build your business, that purpose evolves as well. So it's not like just because you think of something now and maybe you're not 100% about it, that's okay, right? Oftentimes these things evolve over time, right? And you're going to see that continual pattern through this course that, done is better than perfect. Writing down a purpose now, that at least getting it done is better than trying to get the perfect purpose right now, right? And over the course of the coming months, you're going to continue to refine that purpose to something that you really can stand by. Now, the next area that you want to think about are your personal values, okay? I think as we're about to get into a bunch of systems throughout this program, I want to make sure that you're clear on what your values are, because as you go and hire people, as you go and build a business, you want to make sure that the decisions you make are in line with your values, okay? Because the last thing that we want here is to be building a business or building a life that's not in line with our values and burning ourselves out, getting overwhelmed, and just feeling down. And so our values really serve as a filter for everything that we do. And you can use your values to say no to things that are not in line with them. So maybe one of your values is, you really value human connection, right? Well, maybe as you're evaluating a business idea, you have the opportunity to go and join a software company and build a software company. But when you think about it, you're like, oh, this would be really isolating maybe. And the opportunity as you start to dive into it, it's like, it's not going to give you the chance to go and interact with people, go help people face to face. And so when you look at your value of human connection, you end up realizing, you know what? As good as this opportunity is, it's just not right for me. And so then you say no. So I like to just jot down at least like 3 to 5 personal values, just because as we sort of get into a lot of the exercises we're going to be going through throughout this program, I think the more clear we are on things like our purpose, on our values, on just like who we are, the more, successful we're going to be as we, go and implement these systems. And so here are some of my values to kind of at least get your wheels turning. I really value love, play, trust, peace, health, growth, freedom, sobriety, kindness, leadership, and consistency. So one example of where these may play out in my life is that when I'm hiring people and building my team, I want to make sure that I'm hiring other people that resonate with my values, right? That they embody these things so that the people that I'm around in the workplace are people that I really enjoy and that I feel are kind of like filling my cup versus depleting me. And so what I'd like you to do is just on your pen and paper, quick, easy exercise here. Try to jot down some ideas for your purpose and maybe circle the one that you feel right now resonates with you the most. And then jot down 3 to 5 values for yourself and try to get clear on, what are 3 to 5 that really resonate with you right now. To be clear here, done is better than perfect. We're going to get in some awesome exercises here in the operating system portion here of Founder OS. I'm excited to go and dive in. Let's get it.